Shalom, Yashrala. This is your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this quick little lesson. I'm going to read a couple scriptures. I'm going to play a video, which highlights, the dangers of this here 5G system. All right, which we know is going to basically be the system that this more or less like to say the mark of the beast system. All right, this is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. All right, they're going to need this here system to push this here thing on. All right, I just wanted to play this here video that a brother wound up sending me a link to. All right, and there's going to be a what do you call these telecommunications people, the people who run the lines, telephone lines and stuff like that. All right, he's going to wind up telling you the dangers of these things. All right, and there's a lot more that's a lot more dangers in this, but more or less he breaks it down to you in layman's terms. All right, and just gives you just a little bit of it about the dangers of these things. All right, but nevertheless, I'm gonna go ahead and start here in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. Here is his number, 666. All right. Now I want to matter of fact, give me 1 second. I'm gonna find a video real quick. All right, so I'm gonna play this here video from the FCC chairman Tom Wheeler. All right.
Big game changer is that 5G will use much higher frequency bands than previously thought viable for mobile broadband and other applications. Such millimeter wave signals have physical properties that are both a limitation and a strength. They tend to travel best in narrow and straight lines, and they do not go through physical objects as well.
Keep that in mind. It does not go through physical objects. All right. Now, the second video I'm going to show you is going to kind of go into that and how it's harmful and damaging to your body.
Brilliant engineers have developed new antennas that can aim and amplify signals. Now, to make this work, the 5G build-out is going to be very infrastructure intensive, requiring massive deployment of small cells. I'm confident that the actions will lead to a cornucopia of unanticipated, innovative uses and will generate tens of billions of dollars in economic activity. And that's damn important, because it means that U.S. companies will be the first out of the gate. And that is why 5G is a national priority, and stay out of the way of technological development. Unlike some countries, we do not believe that we should spend the next couple of years studying what 5G should be or how it should operate. The future has a way of inventing itself. Turning innovators loose is far preferable to expecting committees and regulators to define the future. We won't wait for the standards. We're already seeing the industry gearing up to seize this opportunity. Verizon and AT&T tell us they'll begin deploying 5G trials in 2017, and the first commercial deployments they're talking about are expected in 2020. And we're not done. As part of our July 14 action, we also plan to ask for comments on opening up other high-frequency bands. Many of the high-frequency bands that we will make available for 5G currently have some satellite users, as well as some Defense Department applications, or at least the possibility of future satellite and defense users. This means sharing will be required between satellite and terrestrial wireless, an issue that is especially relevant in the 28 gigahertz band. But if anyone tells you that they know the details of what 5G is going to become, run the other way.
It's going to become the mark of the beast system, which is going to be used for the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. All right. To give a comparison, the mark of the beast will be a train. All right. Now, the 5G system will be the train tracks that the train is riding on. All right. The train ain't going nowhere without the tracks. All right.
Can be connected, it will be connected. Hundreds. If anyone tells you that they know the details of what 5G is going to become, run the other way. If something can be connected, it will be connected. Hundreds of billions of microchips connected in products from pill bottles to plant waterers.
Hey, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads. All right. So this is what this is what the RFID chip really is. It's the mark of the beast. All right. And the 5G system is the train tracks that RFID chip, which is the train, is going to ride along. All right.
Must reject the notion that the 5G future will be the sole providence of urban areas. The 5G revolution will touch all corners of our country. A lot more antenna siting decisions by local governments and tightened our shot clock for siting application reviews. America's local governments will play an important role in determining how we fulfill this national priority. You can be sure of only one thing. The biggest Internet of Things application has yet to be imagined.
And that means putting you on there. All right. And that's what they act like we don't really know. But the minute the Lord knows what they're going to try to do with this thing. All right.
Tens of billions of dollars in economic activity. And that's damn important.
But nevertheless, let me get back to the lesson here. All right, I'm gonna read it one more time. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath an understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. Now I want to pull another quick precept, which is going to go with this other video. All right. Showing why we need to get up out of here, man. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And, ultimately, hey, if you're looking at how life is going on every aspect, things is getting worse and worse, man. If things was to continue on, there would be no flesh actually saved, all right? Because you have like the LGBTQ community being pushed. So imagine if everybody was a part of that community, all right? The population, what do you call it? Your reproduction rate would decline down to zero, all right? You already have fertility rates of these Edomites going down to zero right now, all right? The food's all tainted and everything is all tainted. So we would all already pretty much die off if, just time keeps going on. But nevertheless, as I'm going to show you in the second video, once they get this 5G going, it's only a matter of time before everybody is cooked like a damn egg in a microwave, all right? So, hey, man, like the scriptures say, Matthew 24 and 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, hey, we know that salvation is right around the corner, man. All right, they're about to push this RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, all right? Once they get this 5G system completely all installed, that's what they need. They need the entire place to be fitted out with 5G before they could turn the whole system on. All right. But nevertheless, as we see in the news and the commercials and things like that, they constantly pushing for this. All right. Let me grab this here other video. All right. Now this is an Instagram page. All right. Let me get this shit off. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just play this video.
It's the question of the day. Ian, what do you think about 5G?
Now, hey, I'm not gonna talk through this here video, but nevertheless, just take a note of his hat, "Make America Great Again," proudly representing Donald Trump, and then also this guy, is gonna tell you about his job and what he do for a job. Hey, but this is the ultimate trick bag of the Most High, man. Matter of fact, let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back to the scriptures, man. You know, keep in mind homeboy's hat and how proud he is, but nevertheless, listen to his voice and how sad he is about all this, because he knows what he's doing. All right. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. It says, Job 5 and 12, he disappointed the device of the crafty so that their hand cannot perform their enterprise. All right. So what? They're trying to establish this new world order by getting this 5G system going, which is going to be a part of this marketed beast system, and push these microchips out onto everybody. All right. Verse 13. Let me go back to verse 12 again. He disappointed the device of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. So he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So as you're watching this here video, all right, let me get back to it. As you're watching this here video, you see this dude here is got this Make America Great Again hat on, Donald Trump and support, but he's all sad and sorrowful, all right? But this is also his job. So he's supporting Donald Trump or pretty much this system, because it's not just Donald Trump pushing for this 5G. All right. In reality, Barack Obama signed the Brain Initiative program to microchip every damn body. All right. But ultimately, this was a plan beyond the presidents. You can't even blame this on the presidents. But nevertheless, you know, he got his little Make America Great Again hat on and so on and so forth. And then at his regular job, he don't realize that he's just helping destroy America. All right. These damn Edomites don't realize that, look, you the fucking problem, man. But like we just read, the Lord is gonna take you in your own craftiness, man, in your own devices, man. He's about to disappoint all of this with your own shit, man. All right. So what? You going on the local level, you going to work at your job to feed your kids, but ultimately you killing your kids with the job that you're doing. All right. Just like in a larger scale, these Edomites is pretty much killing the whole damn planet off, and they think that they helping everybody, or they say, oh, we created these vaccines, but you also created the disease. All right. So I'm going to let this here video play.
It's the question of the day. Ian, what do you think about 5G? For those of you that don't know, I'm a tower climber. I climb cell phone towers and install the cellular equipment that allows you to keep scrolling. And I'm currently in 5G training. And I was already concerned about this technology before getting in there and actually learning some of the science about it. So let me give you some of the science about it. The radio frequency that our towers currently emit is non-ionizing radiation with a long footprint over the ground, so it's able to dissipate and spread out. Right? It's currently being broadcast anywhere from like 1.5 to 2.5, 2.8 megahertz. Right? Up close, if you take radio frequency close, it superheats the water molecules in your brain, eyes, and testicles. Right? So it's a very real thing. You could render yourself sterile or with a splitting.
Real quick, just to prove that point. All right, take a glass of water and put it in the microwave for about 10, 15 minutes and see what happened to the water in there. All right, it's going to start boiling. All right, just like the inside of your body. All right. Take a steak, a piece of chicken, put it in the microwave for about 3 or 4 minutes and start seeing it, you know, the oil or the liquids that's inside of it start popping. All right. Or to get a little more graphic to show you what it's going to do to you, imagine if you took a hamster or a mouse that was alive and put it in a microwave and put it on there for 20 minutes. What do you think is going to happen to the hamster? All right. This is exactly what's going on to what this here system is doing to you. All right. It's irradiating the water molecules inside of your body. All right.
Headache for days, or I cooked the top of my skull and left me useless for the rest of the day. Right? And that's at short range, at a relatively low power. The way 5G is going to work is it is going to broadcast in gigahertz, not megahertz. We're talking about 30 plus gigahertz they're estimating, which means 15,000 times stronger than what we're pushing out right now. And it's going to actually go At a much steeper peak, it's going to almost be broadcast straight at the ground to hit more receivers that are going to transmit it outwards. Right? The plan is to install these small cells on billboards and street lights, sides of buildings, in the corner of your office building or in the hallway of your apartment complex, so that they can get lightning fast speeds.
Now, in some cities, I know where I live at now, you can see at the red lights now, on top of the red lights, there's a small little box, possibly like the size of, I don't know, maybe like maybe even smaller than your normal cable box at your house, maybe a little bit bigger than your router. All right. You'll see these little gray boxes with antennas posted on the side where the red lights are at. All right. Also, your regular street lights, like when you're driving down the street and you see, like, on your main highway type, your main drag, and you see all the street lights, that's going down the road. If you look up at the top of those lights with the antennas on them, all right, these are actually 5G, these boxes that he's talking about, all right? When you go further into them, they got to be like, I think every 200 feet, you got to have one of these little boxes to transmit out, all right? But nevertheless, it's a lot more to this, man. All right, these 5G boxes, they can actually see you, what you got going on. So like your regular street lights and your red lights, they actually looking at you, all right? And we're not talking about the cameras at the red lights like you see that you can distinguish that it's a camera. Nah, we ain't talking about that, all right? Like your regular street light, the damn bulb that you think is shining the light down can also see you as well, too. You can look that up on YouTube, all right?
Well, here's the thing. The RF that we've been broadcasting isn't really damaging to you, though they can't tell the long-term effects. But because it dissipates over distance and it's not a concentrated thing, the radio frequency we're broadcasting now has a really long wave trough. All right? So even if you're getting hit with it, you're not absorbing a lot. That's why if I take it close range, I eat it, but you don't feel it down off the tower. It's not going to be that way with 5G. It's going to be in the corner of your office. They're talking about putting a 38-band MIMO antenna in the back of every car so they can talk to each other and self-drive. Now, 5G, its waveform is much tighter, where 4G, 3G, and 2G have fairly long wave troughs so that we can reach distances and have a greater footprint coming off the tower. It's not necessarily...
Just to kind of break that down a little more in layman's terms, it's like what they tell you is the pulsation of this is going to really be the thing that's going to kill you, because it's like, just imagine if somebody was taking like a little small BB gun, right? With a little plastic BB gun, and they was firing it at you. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it would probably hurt, but you have time to recover. Now imagine somebody hitting you with like an automatic one, boom, 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 constant. There's a small space in between, but it's just one after another, after another, after another, after another. That's what these pulsating waves are gonna be doing to you, man. They're gonna be right there upon you, just basically just baking you all day long, man. You're not gonna have a so-called recovery time. So when you're talking about these wavelengths, you got the big going up and then coming back down. So it's like a high amount and a low amount, a high amount and a low amount, versus hollow, 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 hollow. You see what I'm saying? This pulsation is what makes this really dangerous.
5G. It's going to be broadcast in what's called a millimeter wave, which is much more tightly focused with much closer wave troughs. So when it does hit, you're just getting blasted. And it's not miles away, hundreds of feet up on a tower anymore. It's in the corner of your office. Which means that this millimeter wave is going to be able to directly affect the cellular membranes, the bonds that hold your cells together. It's going to be in your face. It's going to be behind the backs.
Just like the molecules in your body, all right? Going back to when you put basically anything in the damn microwave too long, man. You put a damn piece of steak in there too long, the whole shit will explode, all right?
See where your car seats are. So, I mean, not to mention what it's going to do to your brain and your eyes and your testicles or ovaries just from the superheating that radio frequency will do at a close range. But because it is so powerful, so compact and tightly beamed, it is literally going to be able to break down the bonds that hold your cells together. And that's how you get tumors. The rub of it is, America, that you're not going to know what I did to you for another 15, 20 years. And by then it's going to be too fucking late. It already is. They've got trillions tied up in this 5G push. People are screaming for faster phones. Everybody wants to be able to scroll at the speed of light. There's no stopping it. What am I going to do, right? This is my job. You know, I got kids to take care of. I got my own chemo treatments 30 years from now that I'm going to have to deal with. So yeah, I'm going to install it. But America, I'll tell you what, I feel like I'm fixing to pull your fillings out for the gold before I put you in a gas chamber. America doesn't care. They want faster phones. You'll care eventually and it'll be too late. But God bless you. God bless America. I wish you the best.
You got the hat on, say God bless America. God is gonna bless America by destroying it off the face of the earth.
Feel free to name your tumor after me. I'm real sorry about what it's fixing to do to the babies, little fetuses that are developing in utero, surrounded by water. The consequences to the next generation are untold. I'm not even talking about what we're fixing to do to our own vision, our own reproductive organs, our own cognitive abilities. I'm not talking about the breakdown of our cellular bonds that are going to lead to tumor growth. I'm talking about what it's going to do to the little baby brains and eyes that are trying to develop in the womb. What we're fixing to do.
Yeah, well, the medical research is already in. This is why you have men with weaker, what they call sperm, all right, where the sperm ain't really swimming like it used to swim no more, all right? And also women, all right, their how you say, their ovaries are being, how you say, not deemed, but their ovaries are coming out to be non-fertile, all right? So what? They've already fucked up their generation and the generation after them or something like that. Because basically the ovaries, they already have like the next ovaries already inside of them. So as a mother's carrying her child, she already has the child already has the ovaries inside of them, all right? And like this guy's saying, like right now, you already had this problem going on because of why? You have, the rise of colon cancer, testicular cancer, ovarian cancer. Why? Because where are you keeping your cell phone at for the most part of most of your time? Inside your pocket around your reproductive organs, all right? And that's what the shit we got nowadays. So you can only imagine what's right around the corner, man. This is why we need salvation. This is why the scriptures say, hey, man, if time wouldn't be shortened, there would be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake, all right? Only for the elect's sake. Everybody else, this is, like he said, why? All this is happening, why? Because you want to scroll faster. You want to get to your folly and your wickedness faster, man. All right? You're going to be taking in your own devices, man. All right? And look at this hat and this smug face and this, man, hey, making America great again. Yeah.
Toddlers and infants that are born, that are still developing, man. So the question of the day is, Ian, what do you think about 5G? I'm frightened and saddened.
Yeah, because it's the end of your kingdom and you know it. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here was edifying into the elect. You get to see about, hey, there should be no question in your mind right now with the mark of the beast is. All right, it's the RFID chip, and it's 5G is the system that it's going to be conducted on. All right, and as you can see, the writing is on the wall, man. They're turning this here system on right now, man. They hooking everything up, spending trillions of dollars on it. Ain't no going back, man. All right. So Lord willing, you was edified with this. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say stay strong and shalom.